It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Watson's pass complete to Will Fuller. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Goodwin.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And the Texans.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Intercepted by
a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 11 at the 41. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
pass.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Johnson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Johnson, the Houston.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
1st and 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Texans 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 32-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play.
But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To throw is Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray.
Newton's pass intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He gets it to James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's got this down to the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
29-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it's Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Texans 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete.
Watson's pass.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they've made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
18 on the play.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The ball carrier.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the...
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton.
Oh,
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 31, Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards. First down, Texans.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Watson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
Brings up second.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Watson now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Texans 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the